Good Sunday, everyone. Our weather map for today shows an active weather day across much of the country with severe thunderstorms threatening portions of Kansas, Nebraska, and South Dakota, flash flooding threatening Minnesota down to Iowa. And yes, you see that red shaded region right here in our neck of the woods, stretching from southern Illinois and southern Indiana right on down into middle Tennessee, including the Cumberland Plateau. We do have a risk for flooding and flash flooding today and some of the heavier downpours that may occur. So just be aware of that if you're out and about. Remember, never drive across a flooded road. And if you live in a flood prone area, just be ready to do what you need to do in the event of a flash flood. Look at our 5-day forecast brought to us by Clearview Closet and Blind. 70% chance for showers and thunderstorms for our Sunday. That extends into Monday and Tuesday. High temperatures in the afternoon will be around 80 degrees. Overnight lows in the mid to upper 60s. It's going to be very, very humid throughout this 5-day forecast period. But we do have some disturbances coming through from today through Tuesday. Any one of those could cause storms that could become strong. That risk seems a little lower today than it might be tomorrow or even Tuesday. The Storm Prediction Center is keeping an eye on our area. We are in the marginal risk for Tuesday. That is the lowest of the severe weather risk categories, but I would argue we should be in the marginal risk for tomorrow as well, and we may be upgraded to that. I say all that to say this. Any storm that forms over the next few days could be strong to severe, with damaging winds being the main threat, but you've always got that heavy downpour that could cause a flash flood. And then you've always got the frequent cloud to ground lightning that can be deadly. So be careful with that and move indoors if you hear thunder roar. Now by Wednesday, we drop down to at least a 50% chance for showers and thunderstorms. And then by Thursday, we drop on down to a 30% chance. And with those lower rain chances, high temperatures shoot up mid to upper 80s, both Wednesday and Thursday. Looking at our threat graphics brought to us by Premier Generators. Again, just like yesterday's graphic, low risk of straight line winds and a low risk of flooding or flash flooding. Now, if you've been getting several inches of rain over the last week or so, then you know you're more susceptible than the rest of us at getting the flooding or flash flooding. It's still pretty dry here at my house, so it would have to do some pretty hefty rain to get us into some flood territory. But others of you have saturated soils, and so it makes you a little bit more vulnerable to that threat. And I'll certainly keep an eye on things, because as we get closer to tomorrow or Tuesday, our threat may increase. So I'll keep you posted on that, let you know if there's anything you need to know about. Looking at the tropics very quickly, yesterday this had a 30% chance. I told you it's looking a little bit better. It's now up to a 40% chance. And as you can see, the direction of movement is certainly concerning and something to keep an eye on. On this day, this is some interesting stuff, folks. 1819. A small but intense hurricane passed over Bay St. Louis, Mississippi. The hurricane was considered the worst in 50 years. Few houses left standing. And then the same storm, or this same area, was struck by another storm 150 years later called Hurricane Camille, which was a Cat 5. And my goodness, what a storm that was. 1952, a severe storm with hail up to 1.5 inches in diameter broke windows, ruined roofs, did all kinds of things around Benson, Arizona, including dropping the temperature to 37 degrees. Hail was 3 to 4 inches deep with drifts 46 inches high. That's almost 4 feet. 1945, elevator girl Betty Lou Oliver survives falling 75 stories after fog causes a U.S. bomber plane to crash into the Empire State Building, breaking the cable supporting the elevator she was operating. This remains a world record for the longest survived elevator fall. Interesting. Fog, right? Who would have thought? You folks have a wonderful Sunday and keep looking up. For more weather information, meteorologistmark.com.